Hey, oh, let's not be loud because it's 2 in the morning and I'm at my father's house. Divorced parents, Jack! Divorced parents, Jack! Hey, hey, divorced parents, let's go! Let's go! Oh, my son. Look at my nails, guys. I did them. Ladybug, Lady Cat Noir. Got some Adrian and Cat Noir. And Ladybug and Marinette. Got some miraculous Ladybug nails. Because I watched that show since it came out and I was in not middle school, I think elementary school. I don't remember. So I want to start posting way more. And the only way I can think of is just me talking. And, we're just going to have to deal with that. And I'm going to talk about stuff. Dude, I hate that you can see my iPad. Anyways, I'm going to talk about stuff and give my opinion, even though no one asked for it. Not a single person asked for my opinion. Not once. Asked for my opinion, like once. But you know what? I'm going to give it anyways because we live on the internet. And what are you going to do on the internet besides give your opinion? Nothing. What? My first take. I hate whenever there's a TikTok video and I'm scrolling on my For You page like a little chud. I'm scrolling and I get videos of today I'm going to look up my coffee order in TikTok and whatever I get, I'm going to get it. You're not ugly. You need to search up your birth year in makeup. You just need to do this. You need to look up this. You need to look up that. Right, so and it's like the most craziest stuff every single time. It's either your birth year, your name, you're an animal. Where are we getting these ideas from? And then I don't know. It just feels very generic slop TikTok videos. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know. But I just really don't appreciate it, if that makes sense. I don't know. Every single time I see it, I'm like, do we really need it? Like every time, I'm like, oh my god. And like, I honestly, like you can just scroll. Like, and you know what? I really enjoy that we can just scroll and act like I didn't see it. But sometimes I just like talking about it. Talking the talk. Aww. But I did get contacts. Today. So, I mean, yesterday. So, I have contacts now. Because I'm tired of wearing these stupid glasses. You can literally see me inside of my glasses. You know how annoying that is? You know how annoying? And then, one thing glasses people have to deal with is like when people stand in front of you and they're looking at you and they're talking and then they're like fixing their makeup or even fixing your hair and they're like, oh, I'm using your glasses as a mirror. All right. All right. I'm trying to talk to you about the political climate of the world and you're over here fixing your hair in my glasses. Nice. Didn't want to talk about the political climate and more so Palestine. Like I didn't like what do you This one is just low key coming off, so I was fighting all day to keep this on. It's not like going to fall off, but I can just sense it's going to fall off. It falls off in the middle of the video. Explosion. Another thing that I see on the internet that slightly annoys me, the spiritually Israel. And I just now, on this week of July, not July, ooh, I just said July of June of 2026. I am just now seeing people being like, guys, I don't think it's really, guys, I don't think it's right to say that. Y'all didn't pick it up from the beginning. From the beginning, I was like, this is wrong. And that's my most woke thing, because I'm low-key like a sheep, and I'd be like, yes, whatever you say, internet. I just cringe myself out doing that. But most of the time, I agree with internet, but most of the time they're like, right? So, I don't know, but like, that was like me being the woke right there when I was like, I mean, sure, you don't like Somber and Cat's Eye, but what they have to do with Israel? Like, genuinely, like, that's genuinely like my biggest confusion of like the internet. Like, I know we don't like Somber, and like, I guess Cat's Eye has sucks too, but like, spiritually Israel, is that your best thing? The best thing you can say? Your best insult? Really? Really? Let's cook up something better. Like, I'd rather you call them AI slop. Like, I would rather you insult them by calling them AI than saying Israel. Hello? That's an actual thing that's happening. And you're like, oh, let me call this thing I don't like spiritually Israel. Now you're doing too much. Now you're doing too much. Like, because now both of us here looking stupid. For what? For what? Nothing. Nothing. Airplane food. What's the deal with that? You know, like, whenever I'm out and about, I forget, like, I have pink hair because I don't see myself. Like, I know I have pink hair. Like, I know I know I have pink hair. Like, I know. And it's magical and mystical and has glitter in it. Like, yes, I know it's very magical and I love it so much. And I appreciate my mother for paying for my hair. But when I'm out and about and they're like, I love your hair, I'm like, that's literally me in my head. But then I'm like, thank you. I have to say it so quickly. And then I forget that I'm really pretty too. And then whenever everyone's like, you're so pretty, I'm like, say hi to my son. I had other topics to say, but I just don't remember them. I was supposed to write them down. And I wrote down 2 things. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, you're not being a good YouTuber, Sydney. I know. I know. I know I'm really bad at being a YouTuber because I haven't posted, and I'm trying. I'm not, but I'm trying. It's not easy to have content when you live in freaking Florida, okay? You live in Florida, not LA. LA, you can just go out and do random. LA and New York, you go out and there's content right in front of your face. In Florida, there's a tumbleweed and a Trump supporter right next to each other. Like, and then I'm like Loki, my friends are funnier than me. Like, NGL, my friends are funnier than me. Like, I'm dying laughing every single time I'm with them. Like, I wish I could be funny like them. Like, it's hard out here for a pimp. This is the only time I'll ever agree to having a son. This is a girl family. We've only had girls. The only time men are in the family is when we date them. So naturally, this is a girl family, and we only have girls. Period. Pinky up. Pinky up. Pinky up. 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 In the park, you never took me to Bangladesh. You never took me out. You'll have a baby coming in 3. I look like I look like a oh my god. So I was trying to say a cartoon character, but it wouldn't come out. No, I look like Kenji. Kenji type shit. Type. Tight. Tight, 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 tight. You never took me to. I have a bone to pick with. All right, so why are we talking like Corbin? This is a smoothie. I have a bone to pick with people who make fun of people in fandoms. I have a bone to pick with like people making fun of like MHA fandom type shift, if that makes sense. Because I fear every single time I see someone like, oh my god, the fandom's so weird, Angel loses a feather. Because I was like, baby's first fandom? Why does it bother you so much? Like, I'm not a Bakudeku fan. Sorry, I'm a number one. I'm not a hater. I just don't really understand it personally. I really like Carrie Baku more. And then I like Deku and what's her name? Ochako. I like them together. Personally, but I'm not going to flame someone for liking Bakudeku. Like, hey, that is your chips. That is your chips in your guac. I'm not gonna have your chips and guac. You can have your chips and guac. I'm going to have my chips and guac, okay? There's many shifts. However, sometimes I will hate them. I will hate them because I do hate Natsu and lasagna. Okay, we're gonna say lasagna. Lasagna. Yeah. But personally I do that's like my number one ship I hate. Sorry, I'm a big Nolly fan, and she came for no reason. Like, what was it? She just came there and she was like, "Hey guys, I'm lasagna." But like, I honestly don't remember Fairy Tale a lot because I did watch it when I was in elementary to middle school, and then finished it whenever it finished. But my favorite arc, my favorite season or arc, whatever, is the Guild Games. Oh my god, that is my favorite in the entire world. But anyways, I just don't like it. Anything else? Have fun, guys. Have fun. Anyways, back to my first thing I was saying. I don't really understand why people get so like total drama, total drama. The amazing digital circus and every single the amazing digital circus has been hotel and has been hotel hello boss, whatever you want to call it. I don't like, sure, the show isn't the greatest. I watched the show. I watched it. It's very cringy, so I can't say I like it. I can say I liked it, but I'm not gonna flame someone for watching it. It's slightly something. I don't even remember any of it. Like, that's like how much I didn't care for it personally. But that is your chips and guac. That is your chips and guac, not mine. Okay. Like, I'm trying to think of a reference. I'm trying to think of something, but not my monkey, not my circus. That's like what I'm trying to think of, but that's your monkey and that's your circus, not mine. Okay, that's basically it. But I just whenever whenever someone says something about like TAC, I'm like, and it's about the fandom specifically about the fandom. I'm just like, baby's first time on the internet? Like, what are we saying? And they're like, there's probably Stinky and Smelly. Maybe. You can say that about a lot of things. You can say that about Marvel. You can say that about DC. You can say that about every single fandom that there is. There's going to be smelly, stinky people. This tries into K-pop too. This goes into any fandom. And it's all, I must stay. We don't have a really good reputation. We're cringy. However, name a fandom that isn't cringy. Go, quickly. You can't. You can't. Because every single fandom's cringy and toxic and rude. Every single fandom has that part. You can't say, oh, this fandom's blah 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 fandoms unproblematic, brother. No, they're not. There's not a single person. There's not a single fandom on this entire universe that isn't rude. And I don't care if it's K-pop. I don't care if it's American music. I don't care if what music, fandom, show, anything, movie, anything that has a fandom. They're going to have mean, rude fans, and they're probably smelling stinky and rude and cringy. Okay, okay. And you know, I will, hey, man enough to say it. Man enough to say it, not proud of it. I also did make fun of the cringy state because they were a little cringy, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. They have their moments. They have their moments, and I can be on the side of boo, boo, get them out. However, I can't be on the side of hating a fandom because some people are having fun. Like, fork not found in kitchen. Like, what are you doing? I don't think that made sense. Like, what do you mean? I hate. I just. Oh, this is the sentence. Hey, this is something I can't understand. I can't understand hating anything because of the fandom. What does the fandom have to do with the show? Did they make the show? No. No. So why does it matter? I just can't. I just physically can't. I physically just can't wrap that around my brain. But that might just be me personally because I'm the type of person to not comment on. I'm the type of person to not comment. I will like things and like repost like shows and whatever I like, but I don't interact. The only I've ever the only time I ever interacted with a fandom was Gotcha, and we were all children, so we were all nice to each other. At least the people I was friends with online, they were all nice to me. So not everyone has good experiences. So I'm not gonna say it was the greatest fandom, but I'm not gonna say I didn't have a good time. But that's like the only ever time I've ever been with a fandom, and it's a game. And it's like a stupid game for children. So like I just that's the only ever time I've ever like interacted with other people because we like the same thing, like the same game. That's the only time because I really do not like talking to people um online, if that makes sense. I don't like talking to strangers online because it stresses me out because I think they're gonna like kidnap me. I don't know. But I think the things in school where it's like be safe on the internet, don't like do this, don't do that, or like you get freaking booty tickled. The clown will get you at night and you get booty tickled. Like I think that worked on me. So I just don't like talking to people, and maybe that's just like a weird take of mine that I just don't understand how the fandom can ruin something for you. But everyone is different, so I can't not say that's not a good reason. But to me, that's a that's a weird reason because it's like if I had fans and they were being rude to someone, and yeah, and they were being rude and being kind of weird, and then now you don't like me because of this fan I don't even know. Hey, this could be happening on the other side of the internet, and I could not even seen that. Does that make does that what does that go with your brain? Because I'm like I'm gonna go back to Stray Kids because I love Stray Kids. Because I've seen people be like, I don't like Stray Kids because the fans are weird, and I don't like Stray Kids because the fans are weird. Okay, they're idols. They're not. I mean, I bet they are. Like Felix is on the internet. He is chronically online. Like Data knows everything. Data sees all. Data knows everything. Data sees all. But I don't think Data sees all because just because random Lino fan 0.369 said you're ugly and you should go kill yourself. Said you're ugly and you should go kill yourself doesn't mean Lino himself said that. Because like that doesn't make any sense to me. Because like, oh, now Lino fan 69 said that and said that to you, and now you don't like Lino because Lino fans said that. You think Lino's doing something? Like he doesn't. He's not on the internet. He's not gonna do anything about that because he's an idol, and that's not what famous people do. Do you see Beyonce going on the internet being like, "Hey, Beyonce fan, Beyonce B fan queen underscore"? Let's not be mean. You specifically, you person over there with the username I just said. You stop being mean. No, Beyonce's not going on the internet. Beyonce's not gonna go on the internet and tell that one fan to stop. Like okay, if you had multiple experiences, okay, you clocked me there. If you had multiple experience of the same thing of them saying you should go do bad things, go swan dive like what Bakugo said, then maybe you win. Maybe you win that one, Batman. But right now, if one person says something, you're just a loser. And I hope that that's like enough nuance. That's not a bad take. To defend the Has-Been Hotel fans and the total, no, I keep saying Total Drama Island, the T.A., the Amazing Digital Circus fandom, to defend them. I feel like they're a very normal fandom and you guys are no fun. And I've been around the block. I've seen a lot of fandoms. Black Butler. I've seen the Black Butler fandom. I've seen Oran High School Host Club fandom. And I'm not saying like I was there when it was made because I was born in 2006 and those were like made like around that time. So you think my 0-year-old self is going to be watching Black Butler? I watched that years later. Like I watched that in 2017. I think around that. Actually, I think it was like before, yeah, I think it was like 2018, 2019. So before COVID. Before COVID. The BC, wait. Isn't that before Christ? All right. No, it's now before COVID. 2020 is after COVID AC, and then 2019 is BC before COVID. That's Loki. I'm not gonna lie. That's Loki how I tell the time. Like that's how I tell like stories of like me in elementary school and middle school. It was like, I'm pretty sure it was before COVID. BC 2019. But Loki, I don't even remember how old I was in COVID, so there's that. But I hope like the point of me saying that I don't think any fandom's insane. Cause did we forget what Voltron did? Did we forget what the Voltron fandom did? Did we? Didn't they send like cupcakes? Don't talk about the dark. Wait, I was there when it was made. I wasn't. I didn't care for Voltron, but I'm a nerd, and so I know a lot of things about the internet. Sending cakes with glass in them isn't as bad as being cringy, right? Should have thought of that. The worst crime you can make on the internet is being cringy. That's literally the worst crime you can ever have. You can literally... No, like some people have been canceled. We need to cancel James Charles. I'm sorry. I wanted his palette, but with my moral ground, I can't buy it. I'm sorry. I just physically can't have it. I had the Morphine palette. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. I got it during COVID. I think the year of COVID. I think I got it in 2020. That's so crazy. Or no, 2021, around that. When we were allowed to go out, that's when I got it because I'm not crazy and I care about my health. I went on a crazy rant about fandom. Dude, that's how much I care about fandoms because I think y'all And do not bean soup theory be like, I never cared. I don't care. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking specifically about the people who get mad about them. Like, it's literally about like ships and being cringy and like singing in the theater and blah 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 and blah blah blah. Like, that's specifically what I'm talking about. If you don't do that, it's not about you, Karen, okay? It's not about you, okay? Like, I watched the He-Man movie. Oh my god. I had to convince my dad to. Does anyone else's dad think every movie in the entire world is stupid? Like, any movie. He hates Superman and Supergirl movie. I'm just like, those were bangers. Those were bangers. Like, you don't get it. Like, you're not starting a business. You don't understand. You don't understand. You don't get it. Okay? And that's fine. But I will not take disrespect because I love the movie and it was a fun time. And I can't wait for Supergirl Summer. Supergirl Summer. I'm waiting for the Teen Titans movie because I'm going to be Starfire. Yeah, guys, I was actually casted in the new movie. I was actually supposed to be in the music video. Yeah, 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 yeah. I was actually casted in the movie as Starfire. I am short, so we are going to have to CGI me being 6'3". But besides that, I'm going to be a great Starfire. I look just like her. Put a picture of us together. Yeah, or basically, yeah. So they actually made Starfire based off of me. So yeah, yeah. So, and Dick Grayson's going to be Hudson Williams. Someone just sent a nuke to my house because I said that. On me. Brings up my point of fandom fact again. We hate Hugh Barbie fandom because what? Because they're having fun and being a little cringy. And one thing I can agree that the Take Me to the Cottage songs was very, 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 very I can agree that the Take Me to the Cottage song was very, 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 very cringy because every single time I heard it, I was like immediately scroll. It gave me so much millennial energy. I actually aged like 10 years because of it. I actually turned into my sister right there because she's a millennial. Like, that's how much it hurt. I physically can't. I can't hear that song anymore. I don't want to hear it. It's stupid. It's just like the Sweet Caroline remix that everyone keeps making fun of. That everyone keeps making fun of and putting the guy from Monsters Total Hotel Transylvania. Yeah, that funny, hilarious. But maybe we should ban all millennials. I think that's the problem. I think millennials are the problem. Yeah, I can talk for like hours, honestly, about hating on fandoms because, like, I also back to K-pop. I don't understand why we have fan wars. Fan wars. Why does it matter if I like Stray Kids and you don't? Riddle me that. Riddle me this. Riddle me that, Batman. Why does it matter if I like TXT and you don't? Why does it matter if I like New Jeans? Why does it matter? Why does it matter if I like any K-pop and then you're like, well, TXT's better than Stray Kids, and that's called an opinion. That's great. That's like one of the things we learned in elementary school. Facts and opinions. If we're going to go off facts about like rewards and stuff, Stray Kids do win. I'm not starting a war. We're not starting a war. I like both of them. I do only listen to Stray Kids, so those are my dadas. I'm not trying to start wars or anything because, no, do not start a war in anything, okay? But does TXT have some bangers? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Do I listen to them on purpose all the time? No, because they're not my dadas. Those are not my dadas. Those are not my cookies. Those are not my monkeys. Those are not my circus. Okay, those are not my cookies. Not my coconut water. Coconut water. Coconut water. Okay. So you can have yours. ADs, ADs. Hey, those are not my dadas, but I love them too. I love them too. Cordis, love them too. Not my dada, not my faves, but I love them too. Okay. Okay. That's what this is what being a normal person is like. Not hating people because they like something. Okay. You can like something and have a favorite. It was like, and you can like BTS. I don't have to like BTS. You can like Blackpink. I don't have to like Blackpink. That's what we call it. Unite. Opinions. Gojo. Okay? It's called having an opinion. Okay? And can opinions be wrong? Yes. But being rude because I'm a stay. All right. Now we just lost the plot. The plot's gone, and it just died. Like that's how much we lost the plot. Like I don't know. I just don't understand it, and fandom wars are not my circus, not my monkeys, not my circus. Okay, not my lake, not my alligators. Like that's like I just can't believe like people genuinely have hate. You have so much hate in your soul that you just make a hate TikTok page. Like, are you bored? How bored are you? We we need to get some new hobbies and new jobs if you're bored enough to have a hate page. 'Cause now you're looking like a fan. Because now you're looking like a fan. Why am I seeing your page way more often? Why am I seeing your hate page way more often than a fan page? Where's my edits at? And now I'm seeing hate? I didn't, not my monkey. Not my monkey, not my circus. Like, I didn't agree to this. TikTok, fix it, fix it. And now you're like, your whole thing is like, I hate stray kids. I hate them. If I hated something so much, I wouldn't talk about it. I'll talk about it. Like sometimes, yeah, you will be that dead horse. I love being that dead horse. Oh my god, my bangs are gonna look crazy this whole time. It looks like I just hating K-pop demon hunters for what? For what? Because it's a kid show? Oh my god, do you hate children that much? Kids are annoying. I can agree. But hating something because it's a kid's show. Ooh, that just that just reminded me. That just reminded me. People who hate. Okay, what show just came back? Sophia the First. Sophia the First just came back, and they're hating, and everyone. Some people are hating on it and acting like they continue to watch Sophia the First. So last time I checked, Sophia the First are for babies. You are a grown adult. You are 20. Why are you still watching Sophia the First? I'm not. Okay. I'm like fine with you watching Sophia the First. I watch SpongeBob all the time, but every single time I see someone hating on like a remake of like a kids show that you had in the 2000s that come back, I'm just like, the concept of hating something because it's not aimed at you, because let me cite my sources. You aged out of it and you are not 5. You are not 5 anymore. You are 20. You are 25. It has been 20 years since the show you watched when you were 5 has been going on, and now you're getting mad because now your kids can watch. I mean, I'm not saying you have kids right now, because I don't, and I'm almost 20, but I'm not going to be mad at I'm not gonna be mad at a show that I watched when I was 5 coming back. I'd be like, oh my god, Dora the Explorer is like Dora the Explorer has like a new thing, and I loved Dora the Explorer. I'm not watching Dora the Explorer. Who's watching Dora the Explorer if you are under the age, if you are not under the age of 7? Like, like genuinely, I need someone to look me in the eye and tell me I still watch Dora the Explorer and I'm 30. Why does why does it matter? Why does it matter so much that you are going to be outraged? It's like, oh, they just changed everything and everything's different now. My brother in Christ, you haven't watched that show since it ended in 2009. What are you saying to me? What are the words that are coming out of your mouth right now? I don't know. It's so stupid and it's so dumb and it's just so annoying that you're like still watch like you're not even watching. Okay, I'm trying to think of like a show that ended. If Nihao Kai-Lan came back, if Nihao Kai-Lan came back and it had new art and like they kicked out a few characters. I don't even remember the characters' names. I know I watched the show, but if that came back, people would be complaining if they kicked out characters because that was their favorite character. Brother, you are not watching. I bet $1 million you are not watching that show right now. I bet you, if I looked on every single platform that you have subscription for, not a single one of them says, oh, Nihao Kai-Lan on them, that you're watching that show. Because it's for 5-year-olds. You are not 5. SpongeBob? Sure. Anyone can watch that show. Honestly, I feel like that's a show for good, all ages, and it's really funny. And Modern SpongeBob, I would defend that with my life. Okay? Teen Titans Go, I watched it. Okay, Teen Titans Go is not a really good example because Teen Titans it turned into a completely different show because one's for comedy and the other one was like serious. So I guess like that one's like kind of understandable on why you get mad, but Teen Titans Go is really funny. So, and I watched Trouble in Tokyo as Teen Titans Trouble in Tokyo, my favorite movie in the entire world. Teen Titans, watched every single episode. Favorite episode, Date with Destiny. I can recite that episode word by word by word, bar by bar. I love that episode. Okay, I know Teen Titans. I know ball. But I'm not gonna complain. I wasn't because I was the target audience. I was the target audience for Teen Titans Go because I was born after Teen Titans ended. Like I don't know how I was able to watch it. There wasn't even streaming universe. I'm streaming things. It just came on TV and I was like lucky that day. But genuinely, if you're genuinely getting mad at someone because because if you're genuinely getting mad at a show because they change the art style and like are continuing the show and it's not the same as when you watched it, are you okay? Because not everything's for you. Are you 5? Teen Titans Go is for 10-year-olds. Why are you still watching? Unless you have kids, why do you care? Why does why does the new Sophia First matter to you? Are you 5? It's on freaking Disney Junior. Who's watching Disney Junior at your grown age? Like genuinely. I low-key have been talking for like 34. This is like 40 minutes long. I think I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end it here. And I'll talk more because I clearly am passionate. I'll talk more. So I'll see you next time, gamers. Stay cool. Don't forget to smile.